There's a pond forgotten by maps on the edge of Olympic National Forest. The locals call it Black Pond, not because of the water's color, but because of the legends that surround it. They say it's the eye of an ancient creature, asleep beneath the earth since long before humans. John, a freshly graduated biologist, went to Olympic with a mission to study aquatic species. He ignored the warnings of nearby forest dwellers. "Some places ain't meant for science, son," an old fisherman told him, crossing himself and turning away. But John was a skeptic. Legends don't disprove hypotheses. On the fifth day of his expedition, John found the pond. The place was too quiet. Not a single bird call, not even insect buzz. The water looked frozen in time. As night fell, John set up camp on the bank. He was writing in his notebook when he heard a crack in the woods. Then another. The darkness seemed to breathe. Something was watching. He thought it might be a raccoon or maybe a deer, but the sound was wet, as if something slimy were dragging itself across the forest floor. He stepped out of his tent with a flashlight. The beam trembled. Then he saw it. Claw marks deep in the mud. Nothing like he'd seen from any animal. 5 long fingers, but the center of each print was sunken, as if something had sucked the earth beneath. The water in the pond began to ripple. Waves formed out of nowhere. John stepped back, and then it rose, tall as a light pole, covered in glistening skin, eyes milky white like clouded glass, and arms too thin for its body. From its head grew what looked like tangled roots, dripping with black sap. It was the Guardian. The creature didn't run. It only walked, as if it already knew John had nowhere to go. The recorder picked up his screams for exactly 30 seconds before the silence returned. Days later, a rescue team found the tent, untouched. The notebook was soaked, but one sentence remained legible on the last page. "Science doesn't explain, but the land remembers." Black Pond still sits where it always was, quiet, waiting for the next curious mind. And the Guardian, they say, is still hungry,